All right, so the end of lesson review for chapter 2-1. So I'm looking at page 35 in the book. So we're going to fill in some T charts. We're going to click the down arrow. Chapter 2, 2-1 using T accounts, end of lesson review. Down arrow. Here are the working papers. I already have some submitted in. So you click on the working papers. And you're going to do this one. We're going to do this one right now. So follow along on your computer, fill it in, and then you'll do the on your own. So when you click on this, it should open up and you'll get a page that looks like this. Don't forget the book's over here on the right side. Close this one. Make this full screen so you can see it. So, now for each T account, we're going to label the debit and credit side. And we're going to select which side has the increase and which side has the decrease. And then we're going to identify which side is the normal balance. So remember, I'm on page 35, so that's where I'm getting all my information. So you should be able to open this book and work on it side by side with what you've opened up over here. My version's a little bit different. So I've got my cash account. Start with the first one. So drop down menu. We've only got two choices. The left side is always going to be debit, and the right side is always going to be credit. This is always for everything. Left is debit, right is credit. So in our next selection, so cash is on the left side of the equal sign under assets. So the debit side is always going to be the increasing side. And the credit side is always going to be the decreasing side. Now we're going to pick which side is going to be our normal balance. So our normal balance is going to be on debit. On the debit side. Let's see if this turns red if I pick the wrong side. No, doesn't matter. Debit side is always the normal balance when we're under cash, because we're on the left side of the equal sign under assets. We'll go down to the next one, our accounts receivable. Accounts receivable, that's also an asset. So what I tell you up here, under assets, the left side is always debit, the right side is always credit. The left side is always going to be the increasing side. The credit for the right side is always going to be the decreasing side. You can see the opposites. And once again, our normal balance is going to be on the debit side of the T chart. Debit. So we'll go down to supplies. Supplies, also an asset. So hopefully by now you're getting this. It's the same as the other ones. Balance is always going to be under debit. We've got prepaid insurance, another asset. So we've got debit on the left, credit on the right. This is always going to be increasing. That means this one's going to be decreasing. And our normal balance goes under debit. So now we've got our accounts payable. Or our accounts payable is on the other side of the equal sign It's over there with owner's equity. So in our T-chart, it's still going to be the same here, debit and credit. These never change. But on the right side of the equal sign, with liabilities and owner's equity, the debit side is going to be the decreasing side. So the credit is going to be increasing. And with our normal balance on the right side of the equal sign, that goes on the credit side of the T-charts. So we've got another accounts payable for another company. Your debit and credit still goes left and right. Accounts payable, we're still in on the right side of the equal sign. So this is the decreasing side, which makes this the increasing side. And then our normal balance is going to be credit. So now we've got our owner's equity or owner's capital. So these don't change. Decrease, increase. Got the same thing here. And on the credit. So if you followed what I was doing, you should have all those right. Go over here in the right corner and select continue and do the on your own.